What's going on, everybody? My name is Mitch and welcome to the channel. Today's video we're going to do something a little weird. We're going to be making backgrounds using Unity. I personally think it's a little bit better than Blender just because I'm more used to it because I make games, but we'll go ahead and show you how to do it. So we're going to go ahead and open up Chrome. I got a link here, just this where you download Unity, the Unity hub, and once we're open we're going to go ahead and start a new project. I personally am going to use URP for my personal projects, but for this tutorial we're just going to go ahead and make a basic 3D project. We're going to call it City. Create the project. If you're new to Unity Hub, you're gonna have to create a new install right here and just select one of them. I would just go with the newest long-term support one. Once our scene's finally ready, we're gonna go ahead and get our recorder installed. So you're gonna go to Window, Package Manager. And you're gonna change this Unity Registry. And then over here, we're gonna search Recorder. Once you see it right here, we're gonna go ahead and press Install. That shouldn't take too long, and we're just going to go ahead and close out of that. And now we're going to go ahead and find the 3D model we want to use as our background. So I'm going to go back to Chrome here and just go to the Unity Asset Store. Again, links will be in the description down below. And then basically we're just going to go 3D environments. And there's a whole bunch of different ones to choose from. And what's cool with this method is you can kind of make your own 3D models as well. But we're just going to go ahead and look at the free ones. And the one that I like the most here is this Destroyed City Free. You go ahead and click on it. You're going to do Add to My Asset. It's going to have you log in here real quick, which it already did for me. And basically you'll be all set. You can go ahead and click Open in Unity from here, and then Open in Unity Enter. This is again if you're using Chrome, and then it should automatically show up in your Package Manager. If it didn't, go ahead and press Window, Package Manager, and then change packages to My Assets. And then we can search for it right here as well. We're going to go ahead and click download. Mine says download since I've already downloaded it, but we'll go ahead and click it again. And then we're going to click import and then import again. Since this is a bit of an older project, you can go ahead and just click yes for all these. And I just want to say while this is loading, all of the 3D models that you find in Unity, free or paid for, you have the complete legal right to use in any comic or video game for that matter. That's why they're on the asset store. We'll go ahead and close out of this. We're going to go ahead and open up the destroyed file. We're going to go to the scenes, and we're going to open up the destroyed scene that's already made for us. If you've never used Unity before, basically this is the scene view. And if you go ahead and right click in this, you can kind of move the mouse around to kind of move the character around, kind of like a first-person shooter game. And then just like a first-person shooter game, if you go ahead and press WASD, that's how you move around. Shift will make you go faster. And then to go up and down, you have to press Q to go down and E to go up. You really don't use it that often, or at least I don't. I kind of just mostly fly around, increase the speed whenever I want. And we'll go ahead and kind of place our camera somewhere actiony. So I like this view. So we're now going to go to the game scene. Right now it's set to a camera. If we go over here, we can kind of delete this first person controller where you do not need it for this project. We're going to go ahead, right click over here, and make our own camera. Once we go back to our scene view, if we just press the camera and then press Control-Shift-F, camera automatically moves to where we are in our scene. Then we're going to go ahead and change the resolution. So if we go down to free aspect, we're going to unmark low resolution, and then we're going to do custom ones. You can see I already made a couple here, but if you go ahead and press this plus, you can name it to whatever you want, do a fixed resolution, and whatever height you want. For this video, we're just going to do 4K though, just so I can make a nice little thumbnail. And basically you can kind of fine tune. If you select the camera over here, you can kind of mess with all the properties, kind of get it right in the exact position you want. And again, I would recommend staying in the game mode just so you can see how it's going to turn out. Now, honestly, this looks pretty good right here, but there's even some more steps you can do if you want to add some ambiance. If you go back to the Unity Asset Store and type in Skybox, there's all these different free skyboxes you can add to the world to kind of give a different feel. And the one I recommend is this one right here. This is the one I got. All right, once it's finished downloading, go ahead and exit out of that. We'll go to Assets over here on our Unity File Manager. We'll go to Sky Series, and then there's all these different pictures we can choose from. So if we go back to our scene view, and pretty much just dragging any of these into the sky will change our sky pretty much. So yeah, go ahead and mess around with them. I really like this one the most, I think. Gives it some decent color. There's even more stuff we can do after this. We go ahead and select directional light over here, and then over in our inspector tab, you can kind of change the color of the light to kind of match the mood. Maybe we could change it to like a light bluish maybe, and then we can also change the intensity of the said light by changing this value number or using it as a slider. All right, and now to export the screenshot, we're going to go ahead and go to Window, General, Recorder, Recorder Window. We'll go ahead and move this tab over to the inspector, give us more room to work. We're going to go ahead and press Add Recorder. I'm going to choose Image Sequence. Give this some more room here. In Recorder mode, we're going to go ahead and change that to single frame. Don't have to worry about the frame rate for just taking a picture. Go ahead and do the game view and match window size. You can also choose any other of these options. I would just recommend using the game view, and then you can pretty much change any custom resolutions. I'm going to go ahead and make this 8K just to kind of upscale it a bit and give me more room to work with. I'm going to go ahead and switch it to a PNG, and then we can go ahead and change the file name here. We're going to name it Ruined City, and then all these wildcards are any other things you might want to add to it, and then we can go ahead and choose where we want to save it. So there's a couple different ways we can take a screenshot. If we press play, if we press F10, that'll take a screenshot. We can also press start recording. So if we go ahead and press start recording right here, it will take the screenshot and then stop. And then if I go where I saved it, should be right here, Ruined City. Beautiful 8K resolution. Now this method might seem a little crazy, and if you're new to Unity, it might seem a bit overwhelming. Once you get the hang of it, it's pretty cool, and it unlocks a lot of things because you can kind of make your own maps for your comic. That's what I plan to do. For my upcoming space comic Helios. Of course, I'll use a lot of assets that are already pre-built to kind of mash them all together, but it'll make my 3D process a lot faster and a lot cooler looking, honestly. And taking it a step further, you can add animated things happening in the world, and then you could just record that video using the same method I just showed you. You just have to change a couple options there, and then you could draw your character and you could make some really cool looking animations. And that's actually what I'm going to be doing this weekend. I'm going to be streaming tomorrow, Saturday, 6 p.m. EST as usual. We're going to be drawing my main character for Helios, kind of looking over this alive city. Come by and say hello. And this is what the final product looks like. So tell me what you think about this process down below. Let me know if this is something you might use in the future, or let me know if you have any other ideas for this. So that's it. If you have any questions, please let me know down in the comments below and I'll try to help you out. And as always, thanks for watching.